Boogers in their eyes, fool. Welcome back to another episode, y'all. I mean, what episode is this, fool? Episode 3.
So
Episode 3 of Chopping It Up with Rob and Eli, man. Welcome back, yo. Shout out to everybody who watches, supports, shares, the whole nine. I'm saying, we back with another episode, y'all.
hey, and we got a lot of new followers on social media.
Salute.
People commenting, and we appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, we trying to run it up, so y'all do what y'all can, and we gonna do what we can.
For real. Do your part, you know what I'm saying? Share, follow, subscribe, the whole nine. You already know what to do. What's good, fool?
Man, I just trying to be like you, great, you know?
Nah, man. You gotta be
I'm
like
feeling
you.
I'm feeling like that picture that's behind you right now. That's my mood right now.
Yeah, that. My man. You know what I'm saying? My man. Shit, how's
What's
that?
going on? What's going on?
Yeah, bro. Fool, the weekend came and gone, bro. It's like, I don't even feel like I had a weekend, dog. So damn busy.
Well, our break be on Sundays, you know. Shout out to you, you know. I
Here we
went
go.
thrifting, you know,
Okay,
for y'all
okay.
that don't know, I don't thrift, never have. Well, my wife said I have, but I don't remember, so in my head I haven't.
He's bougie.
I seen some here we go. Already.
Yep.
Seen some videos of you know, going to Goodwill and everything. So we wanted to try it out. We went thrifting for our unborn child. Wanted to go see if they had some stuff for her and everything. Bro,
Yeah.
you should have told me that it was that cheap and that fun.
Fool, right, dog? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. So there's like a lot of the fashion content creators or whatever. They do their thing or whatever. So I linked up with one of them, homies in Dallas. Shout out to Justin, yo. And he was like, yo, stop giving out too much information with the motherfucking thrifting shit. And I was like, you got it. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's like, gatekeep, dog. But fucking, nah, you can find some gems, fool. Especially if you live in an affluent area, bro. The motherfucking shit that people donate, fool, there still be tags and shit on them shits. So,
bro, and then I found out like we went to Virginia Beach, so you know the high end people, they live in Virginia Beach or whatever. So I didn't know like rich people thrift, rich people go to Goodwill and stuff. Like that's how the rich stay rich, man. We need to start thinking as as black people. It ain't always got to be nice designer stuff. Like bro, like rich white people being there thrifting and be happy with it. Like
yes. It's fun, bro. It's like
different mindsets.
Exactly.
Different mindsets.
And I'm telling you, there's levels to everything, bro. Levels to everything. Mindsets are different. If you really look online and you like, say you Google search some of the richest motherfuckers out there, Bezos and shit, look at what they wearing, bro. There's a plain blank ass t-shirt, some jeans, and some sneakers. Now, mind you, they might be like name brand shit, but it ain't flashy, big Gucci, Louis, whatever. They just low key with it, bro. You know what I mean?
And you know, our people got to be flashy.
Exactly, bro.
But then know what it was.
Exactly. But then like half the time, motherfuckers be wearing big ass shirts that say fucking Gucci. That should be looking tacky, dog. And it don't even look real. Like,
but see, that I think what it is they do that because they want you to know, they want you to believe they have money.
Exactly.
If they can see the logo, then they think, like you said, the rich people, they don't need you to know they're rich. You know, they got the design on, but you can't see the tags and everything. They don't have it flashing out to you. Our people, bro, you got to see what it is. I seen a video of a guy that had what did he have on? It was some designer pants, bro. But no, I'm pretty sure y'all saw it. It was on social media. He had some designer pants on, but the name of the designer was on his butt. So somebody took a picture of his butt. His butt was tooted up.
Oh my
so
God,
that you could get that picture. And I'm like, bro,
he did it purposely?
Serious?
He purposely tooted it?
Yes, bro. That's the only way you can see this, bro. When I say people on there getting on him, bro, like, why is your butt tooted up? Like, looking like a girl. You know how girls turn around and they... like,
and then for you to look back like...
Yeah. But it shows you. That's how serious people are about, I need you to know what I have on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Just for rich people or people who are wealthy, they're not going to look at you and be like, oh, yeah, man, that dude got a fucking Louis Vuitton shirt on and he got money. No one thinks like that, bro. No one. Like, fool, Kendrick Lamar had on them flare jeans and shit.
Didn't even know what those
was roasting them jeans or whatever. Them bitches were Celine's, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They just look like random motherfucking flare jeans from Gap. They're Celine's, fucking $1,500 a pair. Like, come on, man.
But see, you got, but like what you got to understand is, like you always say, if you know, you know.
Exactly.
A lot of people that people that are on that level, they knew what it was.
Exactly.
People in the comments were saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe Kendrick wore that to the
Yep.
Super Bowl," and every people like, "Do y'all know what that is? Y'all don't even know what
Exactly.
that is." So it's like one of those. If you in that tax bracket, you know I don't need to show it off. You know
For
what I'm
real.
saying? And for the people that's talking about him, he laughing at him.
Exactly.
Like y'all don't even on my level to even know what's going on.
Exactly, bro.
It's crazy,
Exactly. But yeah, thrifting, fool, that should be hitting, fool. And then motherfuckers will go in there with like with AirPods or whatever, and then just be in the zone, dog. Just boom, boom, boom.
bro. It was so much stuff in there, bro. Like I think if we really would have did some looking, we would have been in there for hours, bro. I mean, it's good stuff. Like it's stuff, like you said, stuff had tags on them. Stuff wasn't like worn once. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then Talia had took some old baby clothes that we had to the thrift store, and they dead ass did not take all of them because they're that picky on what they grab. You know what I'm saying? So it was nice stuff, like really nice stuff. So I was like, look at this, man. Rob been holding back, man.
Hey, man.
That's
Nah,
what it is.
man. Nah. I post some videos and shit. If you go, you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, hey, go. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
what I do. My family enjoys doing this shit too. And it's just like, whatever. Fool, but it's crazy. Like, as a kid, my mom used to take me. But we used to go because she enjoyed it. But then we didn't have money like that. And then I used to be ashamed going in that bitch. Like, fuck. Like, I don't want nobody to see me in that motherfucker. Not thinking, like, if somebody's in there and they see me in there, they in there too. Like, you know what I'm saying? They in there for a reason too. But like now, shit, I'll take my ass to the motherfucking Goodwill. Like, we'll go out of town or whatever. Like, oh shit, there's a Goodwill right there. You want, let's pop in there. You know what I mean? So,
We can start going. That's literally what we about to start doing now. Thrifting, going to Goodwill. We went to one thrift store. We went to two of them, and one of them didn't have anything, and the other one did. So we kind of picking them out. But bro, baby clothes are expensive. Like
yes,
it's and they grow out of them, and it's like you
quick.
spent all this money for nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Exactly. That's why, like, my wife and I, we don't believe in buying babies like Jordans and shit like that. Fool. Like, you gonna spend $70 on some Jordan shoes that they gonna wear for like 2 weeks, and then now what? You gonna put them on your rearview mirror? Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
But that was me though. Like before Elia came, bro, I was like, she's having whatever I'm having. Like whatever shoes I have, she's having. And I think when I seen how fast she was going through stuff, I was
Yep.
like, oh no. Women like with girls' feet usually stop around middle school because they mature faster than males. So I was like, I start getting you shoes then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like right now, bro, she Walmart shoes and they look like designer shoes because everywhere she goes, everybody compliments her. You just got to know which ones to grab to play the part. That's all it is. All about playing a
Cool.
part.
And then it's like for little kids, like toddlers and babies, like it don't matter if you get it from Walmart, fucking Oshkosh, Bagosh, or whatever. It don't matter, bro. They're a fucking baby, dog.
Yeah,
It
they
don't
look
matter.
good in anything, to be honest.
Exactly. To me, it don't matter where you get your clothes for any kid. I don't give a fuck. Who cares where you got your kids' shit? Like you go to Walmart right now, and I did a video on like some of the women's shoes. Some of them bitches look like fucking Margellas. I was like, damn, these bitches are clean. Yeah. So it's just when you go to spots like that, it's the quality of the item.
Yeah.
So like it may not last as long as something high priced or more and expensive. So I mean, you get what you pay for, dog.
That's facts.
Hell yeah. Well, you watch that? You watch that tank fight, bro?
I knew you was gonna bring that up.
Yep, that's a part of the weekend.
What you think about that?
Full that he lost, bro. It wasn't a draw. Homeboy
I feel
lost.
the same way. I feel the same
Come
way,
on,
bro.
man. They did Roach dirty, fool.
Yeah, and I was rooting for Tank. I was dead ass rooting for Tank. It's Tank.
Yeah,
it's Tank. I'm rooting for him. When he took that knee and they didn't count that as a take, like as a down,
knockdown.
like bro, it really pissed me off because it's like that shows you money plays a role in all this stuff, bro. That's literally what it is.
That ass. We were talking about that shit at work today. I was talking to one of my little dudes at work or whatever. He's starting to box and shit. So we were talking about it or whatever. He was like, he's Puerto Rican. He talks like this. He's like, hey, so what'd you think about the fight? I was like, bro, Tank lost, dog. He's like, he took a knee. I was like, yeah, that fool took a knee, dog. And then like popped up real quick, stuck his head out to get his face wiped because the grease from the braids and shit.
So you heard what he said?
Yeah, dog. I'm just like, what? Come on, man. But then the ref is like, even the ref was tripping. He was like, fool, what? If you go down, that's a knockdown. Like, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But fool, boxing is so fixed, dog. It is so fucking fixed, and you can tell.
It ain't just
dog.
boxing. It's everything, brother.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't just boxing. It's everything. Football, like they done made it to where football ain't even fun to watch anymore, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the only thing that's really not fixed, bro, to me is like college basketball. I don't think college basketball is fixed. I
College
think
football
college
either.
football is definitely
You think so?
yes. College football is definitely fixed. NFL we already know is fixed or whatever. But I don't think college basketball is, but I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all feel different about that. I think college basketball is fixed. I'm not fixed. I don't know about hockey too much. Soccer, you know more about soccer than I do.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think college. So college basketball. Yeah, I don't think that's fixed. I can see where college football can't be fixed because some of them games is just like, yeah, what the fuck? How the fuck did they lose, bro? You know what I mean? And then it's like if you're pairing two schools like fucking Ohio, I was gonna say another school, but Ohio State, and then like fucking Toledo or some shit. Like it's
Mm.
obvious. There's gonna be an obvious mismatch right there. So like, I don't think college football is fucking fixed, especially now these fools getting paid and shit. I don't think college
Yeah,
football is fixed and
but
shit.
that's why I think it's gonna. If it isn't fixed, it's gonna be fixed because they're getting paid. Hey, I need you to make sure you have a little off game, and I give you a little more. And they college kids. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It
yeah.
ain't gonna be nothing to them, especially if they know they're going to the league. Like, look at that Patrick Mahomes, this whole Super Bowl thing. Like, come on, bro. Patrick Mahomes having a bad game. Okay, it's likely, but the whole game, bro. Like the whole game.
You talking about this Super
Come
Bowl?
on. Yeah,
Fool, that Philly defense they were eating his ass up.
they was, bro. But his whole bro, he was horrible though. Like he
Good,
did nothing good. He did nothing.
good.
I was rooting for Philly too,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
I'll just say
Good. Him, Kelsey, good. You know what I mean?
y'all heard it here first.
Hell yeah, I
Y'all
don't
heard it here
care.
first.
I don't care. Good. You know what I mean? I'm glad. Him and his little swaying hips.
Did you the swaying hips is crazy. Did you hear about the Caleb Wilson thing? Bro, a 20-year-old named Caleb Wilson was pledging to be a Q dog
Mhm.
and died during the rituals. They call it the rituals.
Yeah,
But we all know the name of that is hazing. They was hazing. Apparently they was doing the rituals or whatever, and basically he passed out. He passed out and then ended up dying
that's crazy,
at
fool.
20 years old, bro. He's fresh out of high school.
That's
20
crazy,
years
fool.
old. And so what I think about this is what I'm thinking about. So tell me how you feel about this. And this may start up some stuff, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. Since all these, fraternities and sororities want to be, a gang, we a gang, one fight we all, they want to be a gang. Let's be real. You better not bark like a dog and everything. Respect to all fraternities and sororities. Respect, because I wanted to pledge too, so respect. But when do you think they're gonna start charging them for like Ricos?
I don't know.
Like, that's since they want to be a gang. You know what I'm saying? Since you want to be a gang, so since y'all want to, since everybody want to be gang, since everybody want to be so hard, and all this stuff. When are they gonna start charging these fraternities for Ricos? Because there's been so many cases on, you know, deaths, alleged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's been so much stuff. So it's like we letting them get away with it, but we're not holding them accountable because it's so hush hush secret. But people are dying. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? People are dying from this,
yeah.
and we're just sweeping it under the rug like, oh, it's a part of the game. They need to start having contracts that say, hey, sign this. It's a possibility you might die pledging. You know what I'm saying? That's
That's
crazy.
crazy, dog.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I remember, so 10 years ago, so my wife went to FAMU, and she went there for a short period, and then she transferred to University of North Florida. But 10 years ago, so FAMU, they're known for the band.
Mm-hmm.
Like HBCUs, they got the bands and shit. So the band, being a part of the band at FAMU is a big thing, like a
Yeah,
huge thing. So they do it just like a frat. You have to pledge, you have to do all this stuff, haze you in or whatever. And a drum major died in 2015, Robert Champion, R.I.P. to Robert Champion, but he died. And I remember 2015, we were in Washington State, but it always resonates because my wife went there, and it was like a big investigation, and they brought up everything you were saying about like when is it like too much, like how did this happen, et cetera, et cetera. It's like you would think because of that incident and then other incidents they would kind of chill out. So for that to happen, it's crazy. And there was a cat who died at Buds. I don't know if you heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, recently. So it's like the same thing. The fools drowned, bro. Like it's crazy, dog.
Did you hear the one he drowned at Buds? I thought you was talking about. I thought you was talking about the one that happened. I don't know if he was in the Navy. I think yeah, he was in the Navy. He jumped off the out the window or whatever, killed himself because the people that was like pushing him through was bullying him.
Shit, no,
The
no,
high
no.
rankers were bullying him and like PTing him to death and everything.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
was bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's
that
what I.
that
Yeah. So what I'm referring to, I just read a article from another one. But a dude, yeah, he died from problems at Hell Week, and I watched the interview with his mom. So her interview like kind of upset me too because you know how the Navy is, dog. So her and her husband have been reaching out like, yo, what's up? Like, what's going on? They haven't given them any information. They've requested like the documentation from like the medical forms and all that stuff, and they aren't giving them anything because they're suing and they can't get no documentation. So they're asking like, yo, what is up? Like, where are we at with this? And they're getting nothing from the Navy, which is crazy. This fool died in February of 2022. I'm Mullen, 24. So his mother said he made it through Hell Week, and he called her, and he was like, hey mom, I'm good, I made it, etc. etc. But then he ended up passing away like a day or two later due to infection from something, and they were like, yo, why aren't they doing any tests, or how could this have been prevented? So now the Navy is implementing more in-depth tests for those going through buds and shit like that. It's crazy, fool.
there's more to that story.
Most definitely. Most
It's
definitely.
it's more than and it's crazy because that make us look like a gang too. That literally
Yeah.
makes us look like a gang also.
Fool. You think about it, you gotta go through all that stuff for buds. You gotta go through the Chiefs gotta go through Chief season for all that stuff.
Y'all are a gang. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all are a gang.
Nah.
Y'all are the
Nah.
definitely don't try to defend that.
Nah.
Now you a chief, you try to be all defensive. Y'all are
Shut
a gang.
the hell up. Hell nah. We're a brotherhood.
Yeah. You the way you said it, like you can't even say it without laughing,
My
bro.
God.
I respect it
Shout
though,
out.
man. I respect stuff like that. I respect stuff like that, man. You gotta have it. It make it more fun. It make it funner.
I mean, my thing is like I'm all about like tradition and stuff like that. So like the chief stuff, it's a traditional thing. They're trying to change it to because of society and all that stuff. I get the fraternity initiations and all that stuff. I get it too. But it's like, fool, you gotta be careful with stuff like that. Like you have to, even though these pledges are like pledging to join these frats and stuff like that, like you have to take care of them. You gotta watch them. Like something is obviously bothering, or this person isn't like living up to the standards or whatever, step in. You know what I'm saying? Like no one should be dying, bro. Because at the end of the day, these motherfuckers is pledging. They gonna end up being your brothers, your sisters, or whatever. Like come on, man. What's going on?
And I was talking to what's his name? The one that's a Kappa. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
McNugget.
McNugget.
Shout out to
McMurray
Cordell.
McNugget. Yeah, shout out to him. I was just talking to him today actually, but I
E.
was talking to him
Cordell.
and I was like, bro, after all that stuff they put you through, are you able to just let that go? Because me, if I go through that, bro, it's still pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
was like, nah, he's like, it's still people to this day, like ever since that whole thing that just did too much. And he
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm not cool with him. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
Yeah.
so he's like, you'll know who's doing it because you know it's something they know you need to go through and everything. He's saying you'll know who's doing it because they just got a lot going on and they want to take it out on somebody. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you'll be able to see the difference in it. But it's the fact of if you see that somebody is not mentally there before they do this ritual stuff, who's gonna step up and say, hey, like, I need you to step out, come back another day, because I don't, at the end of the day, like you don't need, like you said, you don't need nobody dying over this, bro. Like, who's gonna step up and be the one to say, bro, this is gonna bring a lot of heat on us if you do too much? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you got a lot going on. Just come back another day. You know what I'm saying? Even if they say they fine, who gonna step up? You know?
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing like with the stuff I went through. Well, there's motherfuckers who were like there, and I'm just like, well, I got receipts, dog. Trust.
I know why you. Yeah, you know why they there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same premise, fool. And then you got like motherfuckers who you ain't seen the whole time. The whole time you're going through the shit, but on the last night they want to show up and be all in everybody's face. Like the fuck? Who the fuck are you, bro? Like the fuck? So, and then like the forward, they had somebody pass away, bro. Through
Wow.
doing yeah, it was like in 2022, I think, or something like that.
But that was actual medical. That was actual medical thing that happened, right? That
No,
wasn't like.
he made it through, and then on the way home from like doing that or something like that, he got into an accident because he's
Wow.
sleep deprived, like just
Wow.
exhausted. Yeah. So that's why they
Wow.
changed it to where, because of that, they changed it to where once you make it all the way through, they make you like you go to sleep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Which is smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's just, it's crazy, man. Condolences go out to the family.
No cap.
For real, dog.
We don't like death on this side, man.
For real, dog. So I sent you a video like 30 minutes ago, maybe an hour ago on IG. I don't know if you got it.
I didn't.
Yeah, I sent it to you like in your DMs or whatever. So I was scrolling, and it was the thumbnail was this white boy surrounded by black dudes. He's a rapper, of course. White boy with like red hair or red beard. You know what I'm saying? The song "I'm That Nigga." Know what I'm talking about? Fool. What the fuck was that, bro? Fool. I watched that shit, and I'm just like, what are we doing, bro?
Bro, you
What are we
can't.
doing?
It don't surprise me, bro. Like, it's 2025, bro. Does anything surprise you, bro?
Nah, but then it's shit like that it's like, for you get mad when motherfuckers are, if somebody else don't say or says it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're out at the mall and some white person calls you the N-word or whatever, then it's like, what? Or if you hear some white boy say it, then you're like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, you got a white boy saying, I'm that nigga. And then he's surrounded by black dudes and they all just like, yeah. Yeah, like the fuck are we doing,
Because
dog?
they're ignorant too. Like, they're all
Yeah.
ignorant. It's like it ruins our case. You know what I'm saying? Doing
Exactly.
stuff like that ruins our case. You
Exactly.
cannot do stuff like that. Like, now it's like, oh, that's like 50 black people allowing him to say it, so I can say it now. And all they can do is just pull up that video, and then it's like we don't have a case. We don't have. That's why they don't take Black History Month serious. That's why it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all don't even. We don't even take it serious. So it's like
Yeah.
with 2025. Like I said, it's like we have what, bro. They don't care. They don't care, bro. It's like one of the things where I see stuff like that, bro, and I just keep it pushing because it's like I see it because you look at the comments, people are laughing. Oh, that's a cool white boy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, I like. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, at what point do you want respect? At what point do you like? Do you demand respect as a black person?
Yeah.
But you're liking stuff like this. It's
Exactly. Exactly.
stupid.
And for that just takes me into like the conversation I had with the little homie. I was like, yo, we're seen automatically, you're seen a certain way. Automatically, you're seen as ignorant. And I said this on past episodes, like you're seen a certain way in society as a black person. But to do shit like that is just like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, don't get mad when motherfuckers are treating you a certain way or
Mm-hmm.
stereotyping you or whatever it is. Don't get mad because y'all doing shit like that. Y'all fucking twerking on cars in the middle of the street and shit. Like, what the fuck? So don't get
And
mad.
then let them have a concert. Watch how
Oh
many.
my
It's gonna be
god.
nothing but black people that show up.
Yeah.
Nothing but black people. It won't be no white people. They'll be all black people.
Somebody going, I don't care who the fuck he is. And then like one of the homies had like a rag and shit. And I think he said 60s or some shit. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? No way. Where are y'all from, bro? Where are y'all from yelling 60s with this white boy saying nigga and shit? Like, what the fuck? Even white boys from the hood and shit, they don't say that shit. So where the
Mm-hmm.
fuck are y'all fools from, man? That shit is crazy to me, dog. That's them young cats, dog. Them
The new
young cats,
generation.
man. That's crazy, homie. I
The
just
new
saw that shit
generation,
and was
bro.
like, no, no, dog. The
That's
track
that.
was
That's that.
the track hit hard though. I'm joking.
No, he's serious. Are you serious?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I know motherfuckers. If
See,
motherfuckers hear the shit and they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, 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 and then they're gonna see it's a white boy and they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? It's a shame.
that's that rap. That's what the kids like to hear. That's what
My
the kids
God,
listening to now,
it's a
man.
shame, fool.
That's what's getting played as they walk around before class in high school.
Wow. For schools, like nowadays, is just, you know how many days off my daughters get during the school year, fool? Like, my wife would be like, yeah, they ain't got no school tomorrow. I was like, why? Oh, it's a student day. Like, what?
It's a what day?
A student day. They get student days off because the teachers have to like catch up or do work or have meetings or whatever. And the students get days off, like just cause. And I'm like, yo, why? And my wife, she works for the district or whatever, and we call her big school board and shit because she's like up there. Shout out to my wife, you know what I'm saying? Fucking but yeah, she's like, yeah, it's a student day. They got a student day, and I was like, yo, why couldn't they do that when I was in school? For you go to like parent teacher orientations or whatever the fuck, and the teachers will be like, yeah, we don't give out homework. Like, oh yeah, no, we don't do homework. Everything is in class or whatever. Yeah, we don't do homework. We don't do homework. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Well, I seen a video. It's funny you said that. I seen a video of a woman. It was a parent. And she said her child is not allowed to do homework at home. She was like, he like the child goes to school.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are supposed to teach them. She was like, I work all day, and you think I'm finna come home and do something that help, like have my child do something that y'all should have did while he was there. She was like, and it was a smart
Hey,
case
that
because she was
sounds
like,
good though.
y'all are with that child more than I am with that child during the week.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you also want him to leave after doing what? How long is school now? 7 hours? 7, 8 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Something, right? And
yeah,
if y'all can't teach him in that time, y'all also want him to come home and continue to do schooling too. And she was like, I'm not getting off of work, coming home and helping him with homework when y'all should have been doing this while he was there. And it made sense.
That's real.
It made a lot of sense.
Think
It was like
about it.
whoa. It was like, whoa, like
Yeah.
she got some cooking here. She got some cooking here.
Yep.
So it's like she was like teachers are just lazy. Nah, I felt like this is just emotional. She's been through something. She was like, teachers are just lazy. They don't want to do the work they know they need to do, so they want to send it home to the parents to continue doing their job. She was like, I'm not getting paid for this. They are. So if you cannot teach my child anything that needs to be learned within those 8-9 hours that y'all have them every day of the week, then I don't know what y'all. And it made sense, bro. I was like, wow.
It does. You saying that is like, oh shit, that's real right there. Well, did you see the girl who's graduating high school, A honor roll, but doesn't know how to read and write?
How is that possible, bro?
Full, exactly. I'm thinking that same thing. I'm like, how are you? She's A honor roll, graduating A honor roll, but can't read and write. They're suing the school district or the school or something because they said, yeah, I'm graduating with all A's, A honor roll, and I don't know how to read and write. Which to me, I'm seeing that. I'm like, ain't no fucking way that's real. So how did you do any problems? How did you write any papers if you don't know how to write and don't know how to read? But I guess the point of the lawsuit is you're basically just passing kids if they're just doing shit. I mean, that's my interpretation of the lawsuit.
I mean, and I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. I seen a video, which was a real video of, it was this girl and she does a desk job. And she was like, she had made a video and she was like crying because she was panicking. And she was like, I'm really panicking right now because I chose this job that pays really good. She said, I went to high school. She said, I finished high school. I got my college degree. She's like, I got all this stuff. I went to school. She said she went to college twice. And she said, I still cannot spell. She said, I'm at a desk job that requires me not to use a computer, but to actually write things. I have to write things at this job I have. And she said, I can't spell for nothing because I'm used to using my phone or a computer that has autocorrection. And I was like, wow, like, that's real.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's real.
Yeah.
And she was panicking. She was like, I don't know how to spell none of this stuff. And she said, and I can't keep going to my phone because it takes too much time to sit there, go to your phone, write it down, go to your phone, write it down. So she's like, I'm going to have to quit. I was like, wow. Yeah.
All she got to do is say, hey, Siri.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
She was panicking.
That's crazy. But I believe that, though. I can believe that because kids nowadays, all they got to do is go in their phone and use the calculator, Google it, which is crazy. And it's like, are they really as smart as we think they are? Because shit is just easy nowadays. So are like the kids in this generation really as smart as we think they are?
Well, this guy that's a teacher, he was talking about he's like, ever since COVID, it was like the curriculum has changed completely, and he felt like they used COVID to come up with a whole new scheme of things to make us slower as people. Not as intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they so now the curriculum is a lot easier. He was like, there's
Yeah.
people that's in high school that still have middle school or elementary mindsets. They can't think.
Yeah.
They don't have the knowledge that they would usually like that we would have when we was in school or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're in 10th grade, but they have the knowledge of an 8th grader or a 6th
Yeah.
grader. You know what I'm saying? So
I can see
yeah,
that too, man. Because like, when I go to like my daughter's like functions at their high school, whatever, fool, I'll go in there and I'm looking at these motherfuckers running around and shit. I was like, fool, when I was in high school and y'all this grade of junior, whatever, senior, I wasn't doing shit like that. As a sophomore, I wasn't chasing girls and running away. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
bro.
what are y'all
If I ever see a high
doing?
schooler chasing a girl, bro, and running
Oh,
away, bro,
yeah, like little
I'm
freshmen are
gonna say
acting
something
like
to him.
little like middle schoolers, like getting chased and shit. I'm just like, what? Hell no, I was a cool motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We was about that. You know what I'm saying?
Not moving too much.
You know what I mean? Shit, dog. Damn, I had something I was gonna say. I forgot all about that shit.
Did you hear that? You seen that shit with Trump? Trump passing the. He's trying to make it to where basically you die. You get the needle if you're a drug dealer. Did you see that,
Yeah, yeah.
bro? How do you feel
He
about it? Because he
wants
was
to
like
give them the death penalty.
he said in other countries they don't have a problem with drugs. He said because they have that implemented in the countries. Like if you sell drugs, you die. And so he said they don't have drug problems where they're at. So I was like,
For like,
Now I got a lot of homies. I got some homies like, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying, brother. What I'm saying is nowadays drugs are so bad now. You just don't know what these drugs are laced with. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
People are dying, bro. People out here lacing drugs just for fun, bro, just to see
yeah.
what happens to that person and stuff. So, I mean, Trump be having people be all mad about the stuff he's saying, do, but stuff like that is like he see a picture that a lot of us don't see, a bigger picture. I mean, think about it. No drugs. Like you ain't got to worry about like people selling drugs. I don't know, bro.
For
Y'all let me know what y'all think
it
in the
sounds
comments.
good. You know what I mean? It sounds like a drug-free world. You know what I'm saying? Sounds good. However,
Comment.
you know what I'm saying? You got shit like, so you're gonna get rid of drugs, right? Street drugs. All people are gonna do is gonna abuse fucking big pharma over the counter drugs like that. They already do perks, oxys, fucking shit like that. So if I can see what he's trying to do, but if it goes through, I can see something severe happening with the opioid side of drugs. The oxy market's gonna be booming, all that shit. Cause motherfuckers now, dog. My wife told me about a cop who he arrested a dude for having meth or something like that. Confiscated the meth. It was in evidence. The cop was seen going into the evidence with like a pipe or some shit. Took the meth, hit it, and passed out. Fuck around. It wasn't meth. It was fucking fentanyl.
No, I
Yes.
knew you was gonna say that. I
Yeah.
knew you was gonna say that.
For the cop hit the fentanyl, and they luckily they found his ass, hit him, jabbed his ass with a fucking EpiPen, and he was fucking resurrected or whatever. But homie's fired, of course. But a cop, bro, like the fuck. So I don't know, man.
Crazy. Fentanyl is crazy. I knew you was gonna say
Yeah,
fentanyl. That's insane.
full. That shit scares me, dog. Because I seen another video where a cop grabbed it with his bare hand and passed the fuck out.
Yeah,
And they were
that
like, "Yo, what the
fentanyl is a
fuck?"
joke.
Yeah, he grabbed it to put it up and just passed out. And they had to fucking resuscitate him with an EpiPen and
I'm
shit. It was
surprised
like,
they're able to resuscitate because
yeah,
usually you out of there.
yeah, he was full. He was like out, and they were like, boom, and he came to. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what the fuck was that? He just grabbed it bare hand. I was like, yo, I don't want no parts of that shit, bro.
But it don't even that don't even scare me. It's our kids. You know what I'm
Exactly, and
saying?
that's what
They
I'm
so
talking about.
bad
Yeah,
now.
that's what
They
I'm
so
talking about.
bad now. And I was talking to a guy at my show dude, and I was like, bro, I'm not big with the drugs thing and everything. I was like, but if my child wants to try drugs, how do you feel like it? If your child told you like, Dad, I want to try weed, what would you do? Because me, I'd rather you try it with me
Mm-hmm.
and I know you're good, then you try with somebody that you know, but you're not, I don't know what they'll do, and something really happened to you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't care if I don't want them to do drugs, of course, but if it was something they just, because kids are gonna be kids, I'd rather you let me know instead of sneaking and doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which they like up here where I'm at, they have a big an issue with drugs in the high schools and shit like that. Cause like up here it's like kids that are kind of like well off, especially one of the schools, one of the high schools. There's like it's like the uppity kids or whatever. And my wife has to go to like these different schools throughout the district and shit. And she's like, yeah, they got a big fucking problem of whoop whoop at this school. I was like, what? She's like, yeah. I was like, not the Sadities. The
That'd be the
Sadities.
worst one.
Exactly. Because they got fucking the funding and they can get endless amounts of the shit. And I've seen that shit firsthand too. But to answer your question, if me personally, that makes me think of like a parent saying, yeah, if my kid wants to drink, I'd rather they drink at the house with me and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not about that shit. Like, if I'm out with my daughters and it's like shit, I gotta re up on some adult beverages or whatever, I won't do it because I don't want my kids going into the alphabet, the ABC store. I don't want them sitting outside while I run in. To me, it's just like a bad look. So when I go into like the alphabet, sometimes I see people in there with like little kids, like fucking 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds walking around that bitch. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I done seen newborn babies in there with people.
Which, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's like the baby ain't gonna remember that shit. Like our newborn, yeah, newborn baby. Oh, let me grab my little beverage, whatever. Elementary school kid, bro, like a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, like what?
Yeah.
That like that's not a good example you're setting and shit. So I don't think I would. Cause me personally, I'm from Cali and shit, weed and chronic and all that shit. I'm not a huge fan of that shit. Like I don't like how it smells. Like when somebody walks by you who just finished blazing, that shit stinks, dog. And it's like,
I like the smell. Like,
nah, and that's fine. Like I personally I do not, bro. It's like it stinks, fool. And then
you say you like cigarette smell.
no, I don't. I don't like any of that shit, bro. Like it's just that's another tacky thing to me. Like for you out in public and you walk by people and it's just like, ugh. I mean, it's like
I get that. That's only with cigarettes and blacks with me, bro. That shit just pissed me off. Like
see
every time I
blacks. So
smell it.
blacks is like it's like a cigar, like a stogie smell. It's like
Bro,
okay,
it still smells like a cig though, bro. It smells like a cig.
cigs are just like that's just a smell, dog. That's just like a ugh smell. But the weed smell, fool. Nah, I don't like that shit. So like, if my kid were to be like, I want to do this, one, I know my kids. They no fucking way they would know how to do any of that shit, or they might. I don't know. But fucking, you know what I mean? But I don't. Nah, I don't think they would. So if they were to ask me, it would take me like by surprise,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, fuck no, fuck out of here. So we ain't doing that.
My parents thought I'd never smoke, and when they found out I was smoking, boy, oh my god! And I got caught smoking a black. It wasn't even weed. They knew what I was
Yeah.
really smoking. They went crazy. My dad never expected. He's like, I would have never thought. Like, really? And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm the bad child. What you mean? Like, who would you expect? But yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm just not about that. Not
So you
about
don't
that
do
at
drugs.
all.
So you never done drugs. Like you wasn't a drug person.
Well, so my wife don't even believe me when I say this shit. So I grew up like around it.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up around it or whatever, whatever. I've I've hit a blunt probably like twice my whole life. It was cool, whatever. It wasn't for me though. You know what I'm saying? I was too as a youngster coming up, I was too focused on like sports and shit like that. And then the mindset we had back in the 90s and shit, for you playing sports, the only way that will fuck you up, like you could fuck up your sports career or whatever, is like drugs and shit. So I got away from that shit. And my mom, she was adamant, like, yo, don't do drugs. Like, don't do drugs, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And she was like single parent. So I'd listen to everything she did until I got older. I would slang that shit and I fucking all kinds of shit. I would make runs, I would do all kinds of shit. But I never fucking smoked this shit.
You're lying.
No, I swear. See, my wife said the
Oh,
same
so
thing.
so you telling me you don't know any other world but this world? Like you know there's
What
other worlds
world?
out there, right?
What world?
There's other worlds out there, brother.
Like
It's
what?
it's sad. Like when I hear people say they ain't smoke, I feel bad saying that because I'm all about guy. Everybody knows that, but you don't know any other world but this world, and it's kind of crazy to me.
That's fine.
Just like being drunk, that's a whole nother world. Being drunk,
Yeah, it
you
is.
know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother world. Being
Yeah,
high, that's a whole nother world. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So when people say they don't drink or smoke, kudos to y'all. Like I wish I was that strong to not have done that. But you don't know any other world but this world, and that's crazy to me.
Now, so I didn't say I wouldn't do fucking like edibles or fucking shit like that. But have I smoked? Nah. Except for like that one or two times or whatever. And it wasn't for me. Like, fool, I had homegirls growing up, like cholas and shit. At a young age, teenage age, they were like smoking like squares and shit. And I remember we would be posted up or whatever, like at a carnival or whatever. And they outside just blazing up the square or whatever. And they passing this shit. So I'm looking, I was like, they coming close to me, whatever. But they knew not to pass it to me because I wasn't gonna take this shit. So they would just it would hit the homegirl beside me or the homie, and then it would go back the other way because they knew like, oh yeah, he ain't fucking with it. I was like, and I wasn't, bro. Like, I don't know. I give kudos to my mom because fool, she raised me and my sister right. Not no disrespect to anybody else who fucking smoked young. I'm not saying y'all weren't raised right, but we were adamant about like, yeah, listen to what mom says, whatever, woo woo. Because like Filipinos, all my Filipino folk out there, they know how Filipino parents are, bro. They're not.
Are you? Oh, you're Filipino. So Leah literally asked me today what you were. She was like, "Is he Filipino?" And I was like, "No, he's like Mexican or Puerto Rican. I don't know." And so she was like, She was like, "Is he Indian?" And I was like, "I don't know." He's so. Well, all the folks out there probably wondering what you are. What
Yeah.
are you?
So my mom is half Filipino and half Spanish. My grandfather, her dad is from Spain. Like no bullshit, from Spain. And her mother, my grandmother, is from the Philippines. So my mother is Filipino and Spaniard, and my dad is just a nigga from Texas. Yeah, man.
And I'm mixed with straight niggas.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm Filipino, black, and Spaniard, but I just say Filipino. So that's why like I'm in the mafia.
Niggas. So
Yeah.
okay, so for like question, because I really want to know this question for me.
Yeah.
What
Go
did
ahead.
your mom, if you could give advice to anybody that wants their child to move in the path that you moved in, what is something that your mother said that kind of made it to where you did not want to do that stuff? Because parents tell us stuff all the time and we never listen.
Yeah.
For the most part, 90% of kids don't listen. So for y'all to have been that group that actually listened to your mother, what are some things she told you that was like it stuck? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of parents would like to hear that.
I have, to be honest, I really don't remember. Like, I really don't remember. It was just for Filipino parents, and like, I know my people can attest to it. Like, Filipino parents are strict, dog. Like, they don't, like, my mom was cool as shit. Like, don't get it fucked up. Like, all my homies can tell you, like, yo, Miss Josie was fucking, she was cool as shit. But when it was time for her to like, to get to business, you weren't fucking around. You weren't fucking around. So I guess, coming from that kind of household, Asians, I know Asians can attest to it because there's like a standard that's held by like Asian parents and Asian families. Like, oh, you're gonna be a doctor, or you're gonna be whatever, or you're gonna be a nurse, or whatever. That's why there's a lot of fucking Filipino nurses. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, because that's what you're gonna do. That's a good job. You're gonna make money. Blah, 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 blah. That's what you're gonna do. So it's like as a Asian kid or Filipino kid and growing up in that household, you didn't really fuck around with the strict parents. But as you got older, you found ways to like, all right, yeah, I can fuck around a little bit. Now, mind you, I wasn't no fucking saint. You know what I mean? There's reasons why I had to fucking move away, bro. Like,
don't let the bandana fool y'all. He was a
man, get the fuck out of here. There's like, yeah. I mean, if you know, you know. Like, if you really know the homie, you know the homie. But at the end of the day, for doing those things that got me in trouble, and like, there was one time where I got brought home in cuffs, dog, and the cop walked me in the house, and I'm cuffed, dog. My mom was in the crib, And fool, she was beating the shit out of me. Fool, I'm cuffed, bro, like this. And I'm looking at this cop like, are you gonna stop her from punching me, bro? Like, what the fuck? And he's like, nah, fool, she is beating me up in front of this cop, bro. And I'm cuffed. And I'm just like, yo. But I don't know. It's at the end of the day, it's like me personally, I'm not speaking for anybody else. I didn't want to disappoint my mom, you know what I'm saying? Because we done been through some shit, dog. The struggle was real with my family. When she, like, I was the man of the house. So then I had to set the example for my little sister. I didn't want to be that dude who was out there doing shit that my mom said not to do for my sister to see the shit. Now, coming home in cuffs, like, all right, yeah, whatever. But I had to learn some shit. At the end of the day, it was just like, yeah, that's my mom. She said what she said. She said not to do it, so I ain't gonna do it. And plus, well, I was into sports and shit. I wasn't trying to do nothing like that. Nothing like that. So my advice for those out there, it's gonna be hard, especially nowadays. Like I grew up in a different time frame, like time period. The 90s were different, bro. Like my kids now, my daughter's great. Great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that because they're my daughters. Well, they're sweet, they're nice and shit. But and they're like crazy athletes. But there's times where I'm like, yo, don't do this. Do this, blah, 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 woo, 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 woo. My wife will do the same thing. And they still do the shit. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? I told you not to do it. Like, what the fuck? Now look at you. Now you're gonna deal with this and you're gonna do that, whatever, whatever. So it's you would know your kid better than anybody.
Yeah.
So take whatever your parents did for you and then tweak it to however you feel is going to work for your kid. And hopefully, your kid listens or whatever. So I don't know, man. I really don't have an answer for that. I know I went on a little rant about it, but
nah, that was
parenthood
good.
And shit.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was good.
Yeah.
How you do it?
Yeah. Snap. Hell yeah. Full. So I talked about this with somebody at work today. So I got a homegirl. Shout out to Bianca right now. She's on a solo trip right now. She's in Dubai right now. Vacation.
Dream place to go.
Cool. Vacation. You know what I'm saying? So before Dubai, today, it was actually her last night in Dubai today. A few days ago, before she got to Dubai, she was in Qatar, in Doha. Fool, she's just there. Because, take a trip. I'm gonna take a trip or whatever. So she posted online or whatever, and I'm looking at her shit. I was like, damn, it's beautiful there. You know what I'm saying? So then she's like, all right, boom, leaving Doha, going to Dubai. So she's posting her trip in Dubai, whatever. It's her last night there. I think she's getting ready to go somewhere else. There was a homegirl at work who does the same thing. And she went to Budapest like a few months ago, solo. So my homegirl B, she's solo right now in Dubai. And the other homegirl, Jenna, she went to Budapest and she travels solo. Full. I don't know how they can do that shit solo. So me and the homegirls were talking. I was like, yo, how do y'all do that by yourself? I can't go to the movies by myself, let alone go to a fucking foreign country by myself. Like, how do y'all do that shit, yo? You think you could do that shit?
Well, one, I wouldn't advise any woman to travel by themselves. That's just one. I feel it's a little dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it depends on where you go. Me, bro, I can't. My wife, she can go out to eat by herself. I remember we got into an argument or whatever, and I found out after the argument, we started back talking, she dead ass went out to eat by herself. And I was like, is that not awkward? Like, is that not weird? Like, if I go out to eat by myself, I'm thinking everybody looking at me like, why is this fool by himself? But I did do it one time, and it was nice for me.
Yeah, I can eat by myself.
But I couldn't travel. Now, I would not travel by myself. I couldn't do that. I definitely couldn't do that.
Yeah. So my homegirl B, she does it often, bro. Like she's a traveler. And I told her, I was like, yo, you need to start your fucking TikTok channel or your YouTube channel. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And she's just like, oh, I know. I hate editing. I mean, shout out to Bianca again. And the homegirl Jenna does the same thing. Like, she's actually planning her trip. She was like, yeah, I got like 5 spots. It's either like Bali, fucking, I think she said DR, and some other spots. And there was another homie in this conversation, and he was like, yo, I can't do that shit either. So the homegirls were like, no, I know traveling by myself as a woman, like I'm aware of my surroundings or whatever. So like usually where I stay, there's like a lot of shit around or whatever, where it's like I'm not in the cut, I'm not secluded, and I'm always, you know what I'm saying, aware of my surroundings. But I would for that just like it's baffling to me that
Yeah,
traveling by yourself. And I told her I was like, yo, I can't go to the movies by myself because it's just awkward for me. Like I'm sitting there by
yeah,
myself eating popcorn, watching this movie by myself. Like, nah, I gotta have my lady with me or somebody. You know what I mean,
yeah.
and then like eating, by eating by yourself. I just recently started doing that like a year or two ago. It's not bad. I can
It's
do that.
not.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. I remember my first time doing it, and it was horrible. I was like, nah, I can't do this again. But I tried it again,
yeah,
and it was peaceful. It was like a
it
time to
is.
think. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting there on my phone or whatever.
Yep.
People was looking, but I actually I took the wife out to eat sun last Sunday after church. I think it was last Sunday or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't eat. I was just not hungry at all. And
Yeah.
since my wife's pregnant, she was hungry, but she didn't want fast food, so I took her out to eat. So she was eating by herself, but I was with her. We was talking
Yeah.
and everything. And that waiter came over, and I was like, "Is it weird that that she's eating by herself and I'm here?" And she was like, "No, people do it all the time. I even do it." So I guess the things that we think are weird are really just normal things. We just don't do it.
Yeah. I guess that's just like being comfortable, being uncomfortable type shit.
Mm,
Yeah, cause like
that's a good way to put it.
yeah, cause I ate by myself today. Actually, I went to got something to eat, and then I'm just chilling. I was the only one in the spot, or whatever. And then this lady walked in, this older lady, and you can tell she had cheese too. She looked nice. I was like, all right. And then she got her food. I thought she got it to go, but she got her food, and she sat like a couple tables behind me. I had to walk by her or whatever to go to the bathroom. And she's like, "Oh, I was trying to be, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to stay out of the sun," because the sun was beaming through the window. And I was like, "Yeah, I was doing the same thing." And then she's like, yeah, I was trying to get out of the sun, whatever. Yeah, no worries. I was like, "You have a nice day." She's like, "You too." And then I just looked and she was, sitting there eating by herself. I was like, "What's wrong with it? Nothing wrong with it." Yeah, man. But then the homie in that conversation, he was like, "Fool, I used to go to bars by myself." I was like, "Yo, I
I
can't
would
do
do
that.
that. I've done
I
that.
can't do that." So I got a homie. Shout out to the homie Stray Cat, man. Fucking that's all he did, bro. And we call him Stray Cat because like Stray Cats just kind of wander or whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Fool, you go out with the homie Stray Cat. You go to a bar and say we all at the bar, me, you, and Stray Cat. Fool, if we're chopping it up, we look to our right, Stray Cat gone, dog. This motherfucker like down the street at another bar and shit. Like, yo, what the fuck, bro? And he does
Bar
that
hopping.
exactly by himself. He does that every night, or he did that every night. Shout out to the homie Stray Cat. That's my dog, bro. That's my
I could now.
cat.
That's something I could do. I
Yeah,
can definitely do that. I've done it. It's been times that I went to a bar, or it wasn't even a bar. Like it was. I guess it was. It was a place where you could eat and drink. And I
yeah.
sit at the bar by myself.
The
They have the
lounge.
TVs, and I'm drinking. The USA or whatever. So I've
Yeah.
done it. Now I don't bar hop. Like I stay there, get my drinks, and I go. But yeah, that's peaceful. That's probably the most peace I done had. Like just drinking and just staying out the way.
I don't know if I could go to a bar by myself. I mean, I know that's the purpose of a bar, but I don't know if I could do that shit. Like,
You got to go to the booth. You can't. I mean, you can't
no,
sit
you,
down at the
you
table.
gotta
You
go
got
to
to
the
go to the high.
bar.
Yeah, the bar. You got to go to the bar.
Yeah,
Try it, bro. You got a little TV up there when they got the TV up there or something. People do
yeah.
it all the time. Sports. They just go and they drink and they just watch TV or whatever, bro. It's actually now that's better than eating by yourself.
Like
It is, bro.
my wife and I, we'll go to like a bar or whatever. We'll sit at the bar and shit, and we'll just kick it. And then like we'll end up chopping it up with like the people next to us or whatever like that. But my homie Stray Cat, he was just like, yeah, it's like when you go to a bar by yourself, like you're at the bar, and then like other people are at the bar by themselves too, and you just end up talking to them. And it
Yeah,
just
that's literally
ends
how
up
it
being,
goes.
what I'm saying, like a conversation, whatever, whatever.
Yeah,
And then you can either dip or you can dip with them and go to another bar together. Or, and that's just the whole point of it. I was like,
network.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice, bro. I like doing it. I haven't done it in a minute though, but when I was doing it, it was nice. Just sit there and just drink, be on your phone. I went to a nice little lounge place,
Mm,
and I had went and I sat at the bar. I sat like in the cut because I don't like being around people. I don't really like people,
yeah, me
but
either.
I sat by myself. But I'm very social. Does that make sense? I don't like people,
No,
but
I
I'm
know.
very social.
Yeah, me too. Me
You
too.
know, so I sat by myself at the bar and I was drinking, watching TV, and eating.
Mm,
And these old cats was in there, and they came and they started talking to me. A lot of people don't like people sitting by themselves. I don't know why. It's like they want to know why you sitting by yourself
yeah,
type time,
exactly.
half the time at the bar.
Yeah.
But it starts a lot of conversations, and you learn a lot of things. And I got information. I got his number. He was a what? He had his own business,
Mm,
man, he was actually able. He was going to be able to help me to get to where I was trying to get at that time. Like it was like networking. So
Yeah.
you never know who you meet at the bar, or just being by yourself and just chilling. And you know what I'm saying. And because when you have somebody with you, a lot of times people ain't going to approach you.
Yeah.
A lot of times you're not going to have conversation with other
Of
people.
course,
So
because
when
you don't
you're
want to
at
interrupt.
exactly, so when
Yeah.
somebody sees you by yourself or y'all in the same atmosphere doing the same thing, it's kind of like we're the same person. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
maybe we're going through the same stuff. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? You just never know.
Yeah.
Try it, bro.
I might, man. You know what I'm saying? I might. But then I have to be like, no, you can't sit with me. I'm married.
Well, just make sure it ain't women. Just make sure it ain't women.
I'm married, happily married. Get away.
Bro, you had me thinking when you was talking about the whole thing with you being handcuffed
Yeah.
and you was getting beat
Yeah.
and the cop just let it happen. And I was thinking, I remember my wife had said something. What did she say? It was something about she didn't like whooping Elliot in public
Mm-hmm.
because nowadays everybody's calling CPS, everybody, you're a
Yeah.
child beater and all this stuff. And I told her I don't care. Like, bro, I'm getting you. Like, because what happened was when we first had our daughter, I was scared too. First child, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. They're gonna
Yeah.
call the cops on me and all this stuff. But children are very smart. She knew when to show out. As soon as we get in public, she
Yeah, of
knew
course.
I ain't gonna get hit here. So
Yep.
she crying, yelling, throwing hissy fits and everything until I started popping her.
Yeah.
So now I just kind of pinch her. If I give her like a little pinch, she start crying. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? People like, oh, is she okay? I'm like, I don't know. She's just crying. What's wrong?
Hell
Whole time I
nah.
done pinched her to let her know. So it just showed me the difference because back then it was normal for your parent. If your parent wasn't hitting on you, it's weird. Like, bro, you don't get whoopings. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But now,
Yep.
if you getting whoopings, it's abuse.
Yeah.
Is that not crazy, bro?
The times, fool. Remember when Adrian Peterson got hemmed up for whooping his kid? And now, mind you, he like beat his kid. Like, there's a
Yeah,
difference. But yeah, like that's just a tale of like society and how society is. Like, you don't want to punish your kid in public because society is gonna look and be like, "Oh, what? That's abuse." Like, no, it ain't, motherfucker. Like, I'll abuse you.
yeah.
Mind your fucking business. You know what I'm saying?
Mind your fucking
Yeah,
business.
exactly. Like, mind your fucking business. And then it's just it's like the culture too, like the type of culture you're in or the type of culture you're from. Our culture, we got whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like other cultures, come here, little buddy. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. You can't be doing that. Like, I mean, I guess I don't know, man. It's just,
It
society
just
is just
I think it just does something to me to see a child showing their ass in public. Like,
yeah.
bro, it does. Like, I went to Walmart with my daughter
Mm-hmm.
because, like, whenever she does good, I tend to get her toys and stuff to,
Yeah.
for her when she goes
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
her little therapy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, a child just screaming.
Oof.
So we're in a toy house. I mean, bro, it's the difference between crying because your parents said no or something like that. So
Yeah.
all kids can't express their emotions. A lot of kids can't talk. At a certain age.
Yeah.
So but it's the difference between crying, falling out, hitting stuff on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
this is what's
Screaming.
going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is what's going on, and
Yeah.
I'm looking, but I'm trying not to look. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking because it's like now I'm getting embarrassed for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, come on, not please, not today. No, not today, not now. Please, can we just do this another time? This is what's being said.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm thinking, bro, yank this mother. You know what I'm saying? And so, please, no, you promised you was gonna give it to me, whatever. Oh, like going off. This is
Mm-hmm.
a kid that can talk. Like it's a little older kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I looked at my daughter because she's in a little. I'm pushing it, so she's in a little seat thing. And I said, you ever, if you ever
You know what? I'm gonna spank you just cause right now.
if you ever. But it made me think about when my mom used to pinch me. I was telling Talia this, when my mom used to pinch me, bro, it used to hurt so bad, but I never knew why she pinched me. And then it wasn't until I became a parent, it was like so nobody will know why you're crying. And I want to tell that woman, pinch that fool hard as you can right now. And I promise you, I make a scene like, why are you crying, Jimmy? Are you okay? Like, what's
Hell
going
nah.
on? Bro, what do you think about that? When you see stuff like that, bro, what do you think, bro?
Full. Because then that exactly. So, like, we'll go to a store and the kid is hollering, full. And you can hear them from, like, the other side of the store, like, screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm thinking, like, Yo, what the fuck? Calm your kid down. Take the. Well, my thing is like, if a kid is showing out, if you're at like a choir something performance or something, and you got a kid crying, take the kid out, bro. Like, why are you still sitting in here with this kid that's crying? Take the kid out. Motherfuckers who don't do that shit piss me off. I'll be like, yo, come here. You, no, the parent, come here. Let's go outside real quick. Take your kid out of here, fool. But no, I agree with you. It's like, don't just let your kid holler because you don't want to spank your kid in public because you don't want people to look at you. Meanwhile, your kid is sitting here hollering and everyone is looking at you. So which one do you want? Pop the kid real quick, cry, and then people are like, oh, okay, whatever, kid's crying. Or you're just going to have this kid just hollering, and meanwhile, people are looking at you like, oh, stop it, please, please. Come on.
Yeah.
No, like, stop, man. Pick one. Gosh, pick one. You're going to get looked at anyway, either way. Pick one.
Yeah, it made me think about Akilah the Bee when she was like, Tiana, get that baby out of here. Y'all, oh no, y'all remember that part. Y'all probably ain't old enough to remember Akilah the Bee.
That's fine. That's past my, I was too old for that.
Bro, you've seen Akilah and the Bee.
I have not seen Akilah and the Bee.
Okay.
I'm dead ass.
You should watch that. That's a very good movie.
I'm sure it is.
You're not gonna watch it.
I'm not. No, I'm not gonna watch it. Yeah. Well, there's certain movies I didn't watch because I felt like, no, it's like, why would I watch that? I've never seen E.T. I've never seen. Well, there's a lot of movies that kids have seen growing up that I've never watched because it's like, I'm not watching that for what?
So you didn't do drugs. You ain't watched movies.
No, I watched movies. No, I watched movies. No. I just didn't watch like soft movies.
You didn't do drugs. You didn't watch movies, children movies, Disney movies.
No.
You didn't watch Nickelodeon.
No.
You didn't watch none of this.
Yes, I did.
What kind of childhood did you have?
I was a product of Nickelodeon.
What kind of childhood did you have?
Was at its peak when I was a fucking kid.
Get out of here. You're not watching E.T. It's crazy. Everybody, even if you didn't like it, you've seen it.
No, I have not.
That's insane. What kind of childhood did you have, bro?
I was playing outside.
He was playing outside. We always playing outside.
No, y'all weren't. No, y'all weren't, bro.
What generation do you think I'm a part of? I'm a 90s baby.
I'm not talking. What year were you born?
So stop saying y'all.
What year were you born?
I was born 96.
So you were 4 when the 90s were over. When did you start? When were you able to play outside? What?
Starting like middle school, all the way to like starting high school. We was outside. Like it wasn't playing video games and stuff like that. My mom kicked us out the house. Like y'all go outside. Like it wasn't no texting. Hey, where you at? Meet up. Like no, you knocking on the door. Hey, Miss Tasha, can Billy come out to play? Like that's how it was. Like brother, you need to know the timelines.
So I think I'm a millennial. I don't know what that whole fucking whatever.
We both are.
No.
When is it cut off?
I don't know.
I'm a millennial, bro.
I have no idea.
We both are.
Okay. But I was a product of the 90s. Like I was outside the 90s.
Yeah.
Like 90 to 2000, I was outside. You know what I'm saying? That was actually like a kid playing outside type shit.
Going to the candy lady, all that stuff. Like, bro, we had like I'm telling you, bro. Like
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying
No, you did though.
No.
You did though.
So you said you were playing outside. You were a kid of the 90s. You were outside. So the 90s ended when you were 4. So you and how old is a kid able to play outside? Like when they're able to play outside? 5, 6?
Not by themselves. Not at 5. I was playing football.
I started playing football when I was 5. I started with flag.
6, 5, something like that. So I wasn't, but we weren't able to go outside by ourselves at 5. It had to be like 8. 9.
Yeah, I agree.
Around that time, like we had bikes. Like we was still riding bikes. Like if you didn't have a bike, you wasn't cool. Like we had bikes. Like we was playing throw 'em up, bust 'em up. We was playing football in the backyard. Like
throw 'em up, bust 'em up. What's that?
You know what that is? Quit playing.
No. I'm saying I'm thinking that it's the game we played, but we didn't call it that because everybody calls it something different.
When you throw the ball in the air,
football
person catches it, everybody got attacked.
So what we used to call it, I can't even say it because it's offensive to the community.
Oh no, don't say it then.
Yeah.
But yeah, like one day you playing football, next day you playing basketball outside, bro. We stayed outside. We like mom used to say stop going in and out the house, drinking water from the side of the house. Like, brother, I don't know what generation
but you're a product of the 2000s. You're a 2000s kid.
Well, I guess like the beginning.
Yeah,
The
because you
beginning.
were born in '96, but then when you were really outside, it was like the 2000s.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're a
yeah,
2000s kid. Not saying you were born in the 2000s. That's
yeah.
you're a product of that. So I'm a '90s kid because
Yeah.
I was
Dude, we
outside of it.
didn't have phones. People didn't start having phones till eighth grade. My eighth grade
Which
year,
what year was
seventh,
that?
eighth grade. Shoot, I can't think off the top of my head.
Because eighth grade was what 13?
I'm 28, so it had to be around that. It had to be.
So
But like I think the iPhone,
2000,
the first iPhone with the round back, came out
the
in middle
3G.
school when I was in eighth grade, seventh grade, seventh grade. So whatever year that came out, that's when phones like really started
Yeah,
popping. Like
that's
people started having phones.
yeah that three. That's like that 3GS or some shit like that. I still have that bitch.
Yeah, the first iPhone would have had it around, but like that's when phones was like a thing and people texting and stuff. Like, bro, before all that, bro, we was outside, bro. Like, hey, you going to the skate ring Friday? All right, promise you gonna come because you know I ain't got no way to contact you.
Yeah,
Promise me you gonna be there. You hoping they come because you know you
yeah,
can't talk to them if they don't.
yeah. See, so you're on the latter end of that era because that's how we grew up. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you going to what's it called Saturday? Okay, cool. I'll see you there, and you would hope that person would show up, whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the latter end because after your time, that shit went away, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
People would never know that. And those were the good times, bro.
Hell yeah,
Those were the
fool.
good times, bro. People
Hell
not being
yeah.
outside now is crazy to me.
Full. I said that same thing. So Christmas morning, dog. I was looking out the window because I like to look out the window of my neighborhood and shit. There was no kids outside. None. I was like, there's no kids riding a bike, on a skateboard. There's no where the kids at, man? It's Christmas morning. You supposed to be out here riding your new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, after my wife told me we need to get our daughter a bike, and then I thought about it, I was like, bro, once she hits elementary, like about to go into middle school, that bike stuff is over with. It kind of hit me like, wow, like kids are really not outside. They're
Yeah,
playing a
they're not.
video game or they're bro, they're not outside, and
Yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah.
Like they rather have designer clothes and shoes than have. I wanted skates. I'm
Hmm.
skating outside. Like I wanted skates.
Yeah,
Bike, a new basketball, football. Kids are asking for Jordans. They ask for designer shoes, designer clothes in
yeah,
elementary going into middle school.
yep.
It's all about social
iPhones.
media now. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why like
Crazy.
we have so we got a lot of kids in our neighborhood. So there's like basketball goals at certain houses, whatever. So like as soon as you come into my neighborhood, there's a basketball goal right there. I love seeing the kids out there playing on that shit in front of somebody's house. They out there hooping, shooting and shit. I love that shit, man, because you don't see that now, man. You don't see
Mhm.
it, and that's a shame. Because motherfuckers is in here playing video games and shit, Call of
having to get
Duty,
out the
and
way when a Having to get out the way when a car comes.
yep,
You get so mad, bro. I just want to finish this game. I wish the car
yep,
stopped coming.
yep. And then like you started, and that's how I be feeling too. I come out my fucking driveway, and I'm like, fuck, I'm about to drive through this game. And then they move. I come through and they waving and shit. And then fucking as soon as I pass by, they're just back at it.
They back playing.
I was like,
Yep.
hell yeah. That's how it's
Good
supposed to
days.
be, man.
Yeah, man.
But it's crazy because it'll get like that again. Because everything comes fucking full circle, fool.
I
Everything.
don't see that happening, bro. I don't see that happening.
I do. Because think about it. So use fashion as an example. Fashion, so there'll be styles from like the 90s, from when we were growing up or whatever, that is now coming back into style, bro. Like you wore it then. Okay, it went away. Nobody's wearing that shit. Now motherfuckers are starting to wear shit again. Motherfuckers are wearing Jinko jeans and shit. You know what Jinkos are? The big ass
Mm-hmm.
baggy. Yeah, motherfuckers are wearing baggy jeans. They're wearing jean shorts and shit like that. So I was like, oh, what the fuck? Now motherfuckers are really looking into like the vintage style, the vintage lifestyle. I can see people trying to move and live like that again because they can see how the lifestyle was and how good of a time it was. I've been seeing a lot of posts lately where it's like summer of '96 was lit, blah, blah, blah. And then people were just like, it shows a clip of people in the summertime skating or dancing or having a house party or whatever. So motherfuckers now is throwing house parties and shit like that. So I can see it coming full circle.
I'm gonna say I don't see it coming back only because I say now the clothes thing, clothes area and everything. That's true. Everything comes back full circle. My parents said I never believed them, but you're not lying about that. The going outside and being outside, I don't see that happening ever again. Only because the technology is at its highest, and the whole world is changing to just straight electronics. You know what I'm saying? People like I think I was talking to some kids that were born in 2000. I didn't even know God was still making them. But anyway, that was born in 2000. When I hear people say I'm born in 2001 and 2, it's like, bro, like,
I know.
they still making y'all out here.
I know. Tell
But
me about it.
they always say like they hate being outside. Like, I could never be outside. Why would I go do that? I can go to a basketball court and play basketball if I decide to play. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be out there in the heat. Like, I hear them talking, so I don't see it going back to their lives, because it's gonna be too much they missed on social media for them to be outside. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
I can
They
see
don't
it.
know how not to be under that phone or on that game. They're gonna miss too much.
I can see it because so you got the little homies out here who be playing basketball, and then where my daughter plays soccer, it's like a big ass sports complex with different fields and shit. They got courts out there. For them courts be jumping in the summertime, so I can see motherfuckers are like, "Oh, let's go hoop, whatever, whatever." Every so and so day we're gonna go hoop because that's how it was when I was coming up. We're like, "Oh shit!" Every Saturday the courts be fucking lit. Cars be out there, speakers, girls be out there, so motherfuckers is out there hooping. So I can see it happening again. Like,
Well, just the hooping though. The hooping never really went away. Hooping, yeah,
yeah,
but bikes, like riding their bikes as kids, and I don't, I don't know,
I
bro.
can
Playing
see it,
football
bro.
in the backyard,
I can see
playing
it
football.
because that falls on us, like the adults. Like if you don't want your kid sitting in the house all fucking day, take their ass outside. Take them to a bike trail. Go ride bikes. My family and I, we used to do that shit. Like we used to go fucking, oh, let's go pack up all the bikes. Let's go ride or whatever, whatever. Or we'll go to like a park and we'll go hike with our dog and shit. Or we'll go fucking kayaking. So that way they can get a taste of outside or whatever. Like, cool. Everybody's in their house all day, every day. So why don't you want to go outside and do some shit? We'll go out fucking play volleyball or play fucking. I'll play catch with my daughters, football and shit. It's on the parents. Like if you don't want your kid being glued to a screen, take their ass outside somewhere. Go to a fucking park. Go to a museum. Go do some shit and get their ass off that shit. Now the screen gonna come with them, but I guarantee they gonna have that memory. Like, oh shit, this is that time me and the family went to the fucking that one hiking trail where they had that waterfall at the end. Whatever, whatever. That's something we did. So it's like you have to do that. You have to implement that
Yeah,
shit for a kid to be like, oh yeah, I want to go hiking. I want to go play outside. I want to go ride bikes. If you're not doing it, then you know what I'm saying, don't complain about it.
yeah,
Shit. Drop the mic. You
straight
heard that
like
shit?
that. Straight. Oh, and I want to let y'all know I got me a mic. We up now.
We don't know if it's on though.
Oh, it's on, bro. Oh, it's on.
But shit, we've been going for what about an hour or so? You got what you got? What else you got?
Oh, that's it for me.
Full. All right, last thing, Doc. I
You
was
got to
listening,
talk about this, huh?
huh? So
I
I
said you
was,
got to talk about this one.
yeah. So I was listening to another pod or whatever, and they were talking about this topic and shit. And it was, how do you feel about an ex, like doing shit in remembrance of your current like partner, spouse, or whatever? So, for example, you're married, right?
Mm.
Does it bother you, or would it bother you, if T's ex, say he was a singer or some shit, right? And this fool like put songs out and you know the song is about T without saying her name and shit type shit. Would that bother you?
Like basically what Chris. So basically like what Chris Brown did with Rihanna.
What song is that?
Oh, what's the song? What's the song?
What residuals?
Yeah, Residuals. That's supposed to be about Rihanna.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know that. But
yeah.
yeah, I guess.
So that basically,
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
like that.
basically.
Oh,
And
I
not
mean,
even just like a song, just like a post or something like on social media. Like, oh yeah, I remember when we used to da 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 woo whoop or whatever, whatever. Would that bother you?
when me and her first got married, yeah, it would do something to me. It would definitely do when I was younger. Now it'd be. I feel like it'll look stupid on his part. I feel like he would look stupid. Like it'd be like a bro, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say. I mean, if he does it for a while, I think it would start to irk me, and I would hit him like, hey, man, you good? Like, what's up? Like, why you now? You just being disrespectful. But I don't see myself now in the stage that I'm in my life now going on like snapping about it. He'll look stupid. Like me, I'd be the type that I start posting videos of us kissing and everything, of me grabbing her butt and everything, and then posting it to my story and putting his at name on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type. I
Yeah.
I get I get petty with you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, but that's only if you take me there. But I don't see like getting mad, spazzing out. Oh, meet me here and everything, bro. I'm at a different time now, bro. I don't see it happening. Now, when I first got married, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I think the time with your person there has to be like a certain time frame. So like the pod I was referring to, they were talking about if you were with a person like for 3 years or whatever, and the ex was with them for like a year, then that doesn't hold any weight or whatever. Whatever. You can say
Mm-hmm.
what you want. I've been with her longer or him longer, whatever. But if the ex was with them for like 10 years and you've been with her or them for 2 years, then it's kind of like,
It's a little different.
yeah, yeah, it's different because it's like they've been together for 10 years and we've only been together for 2. So he knows way more than I do about her, has experienced all kinds of shit, or him or her, whatever. So I think the time frame kind of plays a
It does
part in
play a
it.
part. So
Yeah.
you didn't see all that before.
No,
Because
no, no.
then I'm thinking,
I was just thinking about that, and that had popped in my head. But for me, I was like you back when me and my wife first got together when we were like newlyweds and younger. That shit would bother me. If she had, there's this one friend she used to have, and this fool used to call and shit. And I was like, yo, why the fuck is homie keep calling you? And then I was like, no, because homie feeling you or whatever, this and this, blah, blah, blah. And then I used to get mad because I was like, yo, you're married now. That's disrespectful as fuck. Like the
mm-hmm,
fact that you're calling a married woman, knowing she has a husband, like, yo, what the fuck?
yeah,
Stop calling, bro. Like, what the fuck? And so it pissed me off. And she had to tell him, like, yo, yeah, stop calling me. Right? Like, chill out. Blah, blah, blah. But now, if somebody were to do some shit like now, like if one of her old exes came into the picture, I'd be like, that's what's up. Salute,
that's what
baby.
you want. That's what you want.
That's what you want. You want some old flames?
I mean, but okay. So what if it was? What if okay? So what if it was y'all was together for 2 years and they were together for like 10, 12 years? Because in my head, I'm thinking you ain't over this man 100%. There's no way.
Yeah.
So then it's like I think, brother,
Yeah.
and you don't want to fight. It's
Nah.
like you can't fight because it's like you have to be understanding at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a long time. So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things where, depending on how far it goes, bro, I might have to just separate myself.
Yeah, but because of some dude, though, you know what I mean? Because
You have to. If me and her been together 2 years,
mm-hmm.
and her ex been together, let's say 10 plus or 10. Let's just say 10.
Yeah,
That's a long
that
time. And
is.
if this guy is over here constantly posting stuff, woo doo, and she can't get a handle on it, or it's still something there. I don't care what nobody says. Oh, I got a divorce. I hate him and everything. It's always going to be something there, especially 10 years, bro. So
But
it's like it's nothing she can do or say that's going to make me feel like you're not still thinking about this man. Oh, he's out my head. It's just you. There's nothing you can say to me that's going to make me feel as if you don't still have feelings for this man you've been with for 10 plus years. There's no way that you can sit there and make me believe that. So, because I remember Talia said something to me, and it's funny because it kind of correlates with this. She was like, if me and you had separated and got a divorce, which it'll never happen, but if we got a divorce, I would be like sinning because I would be cheating on the next man with you. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows like that we mentally got time in, like you and your wife. We
yeah,
just ain't been married the whole time.
yeah,
But we got time in. So there's no way you go tell me after 10 years the feelings are just gone. So it would have to have it will also depend on the distance
yeah,
between their relationship.
yeah.
Like
Most
how
definitely,
long were y'all separated?
most
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, because then so if it was like 10 years, right, and she's no longer with this person, and she's been with you, or he has been with you, they whatever have been with you for 2. If your person says, or if your person is not even the one doing anything, doing any of the messaging or whatever, replying to anything, but the messages are being posted or sent by the ex because the ex obviously still has feelings, would that bother you? So you would separate yourself from her if she or him is not replying, not paying that no attention, but it's happening, and she's seen a post or 2 and showed you, you would separate yourself from your partner?
What's the timeline in between their relationship? Like how long have they been divorced or separated?
Let's say they've been.
That plays a big
No,
part.
it
That plays a
does.
big
Yeah, I agree. So let's say they've been. Let's say it's fresh. like
You gotta leave.
like a year
You
and
gotta
some
leave, bro.
change.
You gotta
But
leave.
what if
You gotta
what
leave.
if she's not, or him
There's no way.
is
There's no
not
way.
saying anything? Because like
There's
they're
no way
obviously
that
into you. You know what I'm saying?
there's no way. Because one, let's be real. You're in another relationship. Why are you even able to text this guy?
No,
Y'all
no.
don't have kids?
So she's not, and that's a whole nother fucking curveball right there,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So for if there's,
I
let's
really
finish
want
this
to
one.
talk. Like, we're talking
Yeah,
about
let's
that
finish
too,
this one.
though. We're gonna talk about that too.
So if you're, so me from my point of view, if I've been with, say, let's use my wife. If I've been with my wife for 14 months, a year and some change, year and a half or whatever, or 2 years, and she's just removed from a relationship, say a year or whatever, it would kind of bother me. I was like, all right, you've been with the dude 10 years. He's obviously still has feelings for you, as it's
And
understandable
she
because y'all
does.
been together
She
for
does too.
fucking 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she's not entertaining it and she's moved on or whatever, I wouldn't be like, I can't, I got to separate myself from this, whatever. I would tread lightly though. I would be cautious and stuff because it would sit there, and I would express it. Like I would communicate that, like, yo, it's not, I mean, I'm not really comfortable with whatever. But if she can convey that, yeah, I'm over, dude. That's him. I'm not even paying no attention to that shit. I blocked him or whatever. Then that's something I would still keep myself in. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just be like, nah, can't do it, and then just
Okay.
dip.
Okay. So curveball. I seen this video. I don't know if you saw it. Guy was at the barbershop. He was dating this girl,
Mm-hmm.
and he took the girl's son to the barbershop. The dad pulled up, cussing him out at the barbershop, going off on him. I take my son to the barbershop, cussing him out, disrespecting the dude.
Mm.
I mean, disrespecting him.
Yeah.
And the dude calls. He was like, I can call her right now. You know, she gave me permission and everything.
Yeah.
Like going back and forth, but he's like, he's not on that. He's not on 10 like the dad, the real dad is. Like he's not on 10 like he is.
Yeah.
So he called. Oh no, fuck him. He ain't. Nah, nobody's studying that. Ooh, you can take him. You already there. Like I'm not hearing nothing he says. And the dad like, I'm finna take my son. I'm not leaving my son with you. I'm finna take him.
Yeah.
And the mom, don't you take it. Don't you let him take my son. Don't you. What do you do? So the dad, what ended up happening was he picked the son out of the chair while the son was getting his haircut. By the way, I mean you could at least let the son finish. Picked the son up out the chair. Took the son. The dude that was with him, I mean the dude that had brought the child was like, that's his dad. I'm not finna fight over his child. Like I'm not finna fight. And the mom was like, no, do not let him take my child. You
Yeah.
know, do not let him take my child. And he was like, what do you know, that's the father. The father like, you a bitch, you know, you a this and that, you know, going off on him, like
Yeah.
straight disrespecting him. And it's like, what do you do in that situation? Do you, and a lot of people in the comments were saying, bro, you shouldn't have let him take that child.
Yeah.
Like you brought the child, you should have left with it. But it's like,
I agree.
but it's also like, what do you do? Like what you gonna fight this man over his child?
Full.
So you gonna fight?
So my thing is, so I'm putting myself in that situation because I think I would have handled it just like the boyfriend or the stepdad or whatever. But I wouldn't have let him take the kid. There's no fucking way. Fool. Even though like baby daddies and baby mamas be abducting kids from the fucking the other half, the co-parent or whatever. And then we don't know like what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think, I'm like, all right, if I'm with the baby mama and she has full custody, he can't just take the kid, bro. And you can't just, I don't give a fuck if he's the dad or not. Like you don't legally, you can't just take the kid. I understand it's your kid or whatever. And then if I'm stepdaddy or step boyfriend or whatever, fool, I can take mom's okay with it. Fool, I'm treating the kid like that kid is my kid.
Okay, so what are you doing though? Because the dad was ready to fight for it. Are you fighting over that?
I am. I'm dead ass fighting. Because I'm taking, so the kid, I'm with the kid's mom. So therefore, that kid is my kid. You know what I mean? So I'm.
Now, how long will you have to be in a relationship with this woman before you have that mindset to fight? What if this is like y'all just been talking, y'all been together 5 months, you still fighting? 3 months?
Yeah. Fool, you aren't with the so you're if a lady or a man or whoever has a kid, that kid, you're not just getting in a relationship with that adult, you're getting in a relationship with that kid too. So you can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna go over there. I'm with her, whatever, woo woo, kid, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to that's a whole package, fool. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm just here to be with her. You have to be part of that kid's life. You're whether you like it or not, you're a part of that kid's life.
No,
Because
it's fact.
you know what I'm saying? So now that kid sees you, okay, oh, you're a regular. Oh yeah, my mom likes you, whatever, whatever. So now that kid's your responsibility. Whether it's 3 months, 10 months, 2 months, whatever. So if the mom trusts me to take care of her kid, hell yeah. I'm squabbling with this dude, bro. We thumping in the shop, in the street. Like, what's up, bro? I get you're
I
his
think it.
dad. But
Yeah, I think on my end, I see what you're saying, but on my end, bro, I think it's like a baby mamas get their boyfriends in a lot of mess over with these baby fathers. Baby mamas be putting these boyfriends in a lot of bad situations that they shouldn't even be in. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard some stories and seen some stuff, where this dude was dealing with, this girl, and the kid comes with the package or whatever, and she can't control the baby father. And if your father then took it too far, did things he can't take back,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
I've
now
seen
this
those.
guy is stuck in certain situations. Me,
Yeah.
I feel like I would have to, it has to have some time. It can't, I'm not like, of course, if I'm pursuing you and you have a child, obviously the child comes with the package. I have a stepfather that is my real father. I changed my last name to his last name
Yeah.
because he's taken care of me my whole life.
Yeah.
So I'm really big on the stepfather thing. I'm on that train. I respect it. But it definitely has to have. You have to have some. I feel like you have to have some time. Man, 3 months is not enough for me to be fighting the father of your child. I feel like there's other ways to handle it because, bro, if you go to jail, bro, say you fought and you went to jail, you only been with this girl 3 months. Not saying it's gonna be like that with all girls, but you just never know, bro. What if they get back together while you gone, or now that's on your record? And what if y'all don't stay together? I feel like with stuff like that, bro, you have to be very cautious on how you move. And I don't feel like 3 months is enough time. I feel like it has to be, if we serious, bro, I feel like it had to be 8, 9 months. Like, I just feel like I have to know what I'm getting myself into, especially if the baby father is a problem. One, I feel like the woman should definitely handle that situation. But if he's just one of the ones that don't stop, for me to get involved to where now I'm stepping in and stopping him from doing what he wants to do with his child, I have to have some time in because, like I said, what if I go to jail and now that's on my record and we're not together no more? Or you choose to go back to this dude, or you choose to get another dude, and we're not married. You know what I'm saying? So for me to be, I think I would have did what the guy did. I think I would have just been like, I would have called the mom like he did, let him know like, hey, your baby daddy in here tripping. Now I ain't finna let him disrespect me and stuff. This is the way to go about it. But your baby father in here tripping. You need to handle him. And if he say, I'm taking my son. Well, to be honest with you, bro, at the end of the day, if anybody try to stop me from taking my child, bro, it's up anyway. So I can see him thinking like, I wish you would try to stop me from taking my blood. Like, are you crazy? But I can see both sides. But I don't think I would have. You could tell it was a fresh relationship. Let's just say that. I don't think I would have took it there. I would have been like, bro, if you want to take a child, you take a child. That's between y'all two. You know what I'm saying? Y'all handle that and y'all let me know what y'all want to do later on. But I'm not finna sit here and fight you in a barbershop with kids in there and other adults and people recording, obviously, because it's on social media, and me fighting you over a girl that I'm not even married to nor have been dating that long. Like, I'm not finna. It's more, bro, you can get in so much trouble with these baby fathers, bro, and the baby mamas and all that, bro. 3 months ain't enough time, bro.
It's all situational from my point of view. Because like 3 months to you, 3 months is enough. But to me, it can be if you're with that person every day. Like if you're with this person every day, you at that person's house every day, spending time with them and their kid every day, that isn't enough time for you to be like, no, 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 you ain't taking this kid, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Because by that time, you know how that your other person is. Like, you know, if everything's situated where, okay, he only gets the kid on the weekends, or he's only allowed to, or she, or whatever, whatever. You already know the parameters 3 months in if you're with this person every day. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's all situational to me. If that dude has been with her every day or majority fucking every other day or whatever the fuck for 3 months, then that's ample enough time to know that homie ain't supposed to be taking the kid. Yeah, it's your kid. I
Yeah.
get it. I'm not just gonna give you a kid, bro.
Yeah.
No, his mom trusted me with y'all's kid. I'm gonna take care of y'all's kid. Girl's kid needed a haircut. If you knew he needed a haircut, you should have took his ass to the barbershop. We here now. I got it. You know what I'm saying? You just mad because I'm taking him to the barbershop and you aren't.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro. Like,
Yeah.
no disrespect, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the love of the kid. Now you looking like a fool in front of your kid, people recording. What you want to do, dog? Like, it ain't that serious, homie. Grow up, breathe, and then we can talk about this shit. But if you want
See,
to swab, we can swab.
you made somebody want to fight you
Oh no,
just
dead
how
ass.
calm you said that. The way you said that so calm, it made me
I
mad.
know.
Like, how dare you talk to me so calm?
I
How
know,
dare you
fool.
be calm with me?
Fool, I ain't used to be like that, bro. But shout out to my big bro Brian, man. Me and this fool we used to roam some streets, dog. Back when it was like one of my low times. My man was right there for me. And he always like we were down the squad, bro. He's my tattoo guy, man. That's my brother, man. I love that dude. Fucking there was times where we were like squabbing with fool. There was like a fight in a restaurant or a bar we had. Oh no, it was on the streets. This dude tried to jump bad at the homie, and he was on a bike, bro. Like I took the dude's bike and was beating him with the bike, all kinds of shit. But anyway, fucking the homie was like, yo, he's like, you know what can make a person so mad? And I was like, what? He's like, if you talk to them calmly. And I was like, what? He's like, yo, I used to get into like confrontations with people. And there's one in particular with my brother, and he was just furious at me. And I used to be like, yo, dog, why you calm down, man? Like, why are you so calm? Like, why are you so mad? But like I was talking to him like just soft. And he was just getting madder and madder. I was like, bro, like, I mean, whenever just calm down, whenever you want to do it, I'm saying we can talk about it, whatever, whatever. It's like if you are calm while somebody is mad, it just makes them madder. But then they'll see how you're calm and you can handle yourself. They'll eventually be like, all right, fuck you, dog, whatever, whatever. I was like, hell no, dog. And
Yeah, when
it
you was
works
talking,
though.
I literally was like just getting mad. Like I was that person. Like how dare you talk to me so calm?
I've noticed like I've grown up so much, bro, because the younger me, if I'm like for 23-year-old fucking Rob, bro, and I got the kid in the barbershop and homie comes in acting and talking shit, yeah, we moving furniture in that bitch, bro. Like come on, man. Like I grew up a different way. And it's just like, but now things are bigger than just fights and shit, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, but with the fucking, so with that scenario, right? The year and a half, whatever. What if there was a kid involved? If the baby daddy was messaging the baby moms like certain shit, like, oh yeah, fucking I miss you. Because now, mind you, they have to be in communication because they're co-parenting. So they have to have communication, which is, you know what? So I kind of dealt with this with, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I kind of dealt with this. So what if the baby daddy, instead of like communicating with the baby mama about like the kid, they were communicating with the baby mama or baby father, whatever. And they were like sliding in like little jabs, like, oh yeah, no, I miss you. Oh, you looked good today. I saw your post, but how would you feel about that?
Um, I, One, it shouldn't even, to me, the way I'm built, bro, stuff like that shouldn't even get to me. Like, that's something she should handle. I'm
Yes.
really big on that.
Yep.
That's not something that I should even hear about nor feel like I need to handle.
Yeah.
If you are in a situation to where this girl is having you feel like you need to handle it, that's not the girl for you.
Yeah.
A real woman is gonna nip that in the bud, and she's gonna make it to where it doesn't even get to you.
Yeah.
Like that I'm really big on that.
My
There's
man.
no reason I should be fighting your baby daddy because you can't handle him. Women know what to do to put men in line. I'm really big on it. Women are very powerful. They know. So if your wife or your girlfriend or what, no, not your wife, if your girlfriend or whatever is literally allowing this man to text that and and she's not nipping it in the bud, bro, she wants some texts. She wants to hear this stuff. She's big on it. She likes it. So a real woman is going to nip it in the bud, and she's going to tell you about it afterwards and let you know what happened and how she nipped it in the bud.
Yeah, it could be your wife too. She got a baby daddy.
Yeah, well, I mean, but usually by then it's already nipped in the bud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to marry you if I'm dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? It's already nipped in the bud.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That was a great. That's exactly what I was gonna say though. On some real shit. As soon as you said fucking she shit, that's on her. Hell, 100% agree with that.
We're twins, brother.
100% agree with that. I was gonna say the same shit. Like, that's not on me. That's on you. Like, you can text me and you can call me to talk to your kid or to message, inquire about your kid. That's it. Keep it that. Like, I'm in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you step out of line, then I'm gonna let you know. Cause I know that's how my wife is. She's like, she would have, we don't have that situation, but if we did, she'd be that way. Like, all right, chill out. Or else if you don't chill out, then I'm gonna let my husband know type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree, man. Wholeheartedly, bro. Good shit.
I'm growing too, man.
Hey, my man, I'm proud of you, dog.
If y'all would have known me back then, brother.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
For real. I know that kind of sounds cliche because like a lot of people will say that shit, but nah, it's genuine this way.
That's fact.
Yeah, it's genuine this way. But shit, if you ain't got nothing else, bro, I ain't got nothing else, man.
Man, what's that? Episode 3?
Episode 3.
We had some great. This was a good conversation, man.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Hey, man, make sure y'all comment up under there. We want to know what y'all think.
For real.
Tell us something that y'all want us to talk about on the next video. If y'all want us to talk about anything, any ideas y'all have, or any topics that y'all think that we would have really good advice on. You know what I'm saying? Or it'll be a funny topic to talk about or whatever. Let us know, and we will definitely make it to where we do that topic because it's all about y'all. You know, we want to please the audience.
Hell yeah. You heard him. You heard what he said. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But dead ass though. Comment, you know what I'm saying? I wanna hear y'all points of view. There was a shout out to y'all who did comment on YouTube. Damn. Let me pop it up real quick. But somebody commented on one of the posts and they gave their
a lot.
Huh?
A lot of people commented on TikTok.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's what's
about the education stuff.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. And then yeah, that's what it was. So shout out to the people out there commenting, giving their points of view. That's what we want, man. We want to hear y'all's points of view because everyone has a story. Everybody has a perspective. They were raised differently. So I'd like to hear, I'm saying we would like to hear what y'all thoughts are.
We appreciate y'all, man. Keep supporting. Like you said, follow, comment, like, share, repost, whatever y'all want to do. Just make sure that y'all are engaging.
For sure.
So that we know what we're doing is for the people.
Yeah, that. You know what I'm saying? You heard him. But shit. Well, that's all I got, bro. I ain't got nothing unless you got something.
Hey, man, that's a wrap, man. We love y'all, man.
Love y'all, man. Till the next episode, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.